A very good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Utthaan session. So, as all of you all are aware, that today we will be starting the new chapter, which is Fortune in My Hands. And for this, we have a special guest today. We have Dr. Sachin Parab, who will be coordinating and taking the session today. So, allow me to first introduce him to you. So, Dr. Sachin is an MBBS with a specialization in clinical research. He is a professional counselor and a hypnotherapist. He's a regular speaker for Peace of Mind channel with the top rated weekend special program of Secret of Ultimate Living, which is aired in 40 countries of the world. He is also a project director of the Global Institute of Tobacco Awareness, a corporate trainer to various corporate sectors across India. He's a national coordinator to My India Addiction Free India campaign. He's also the joint secretary of the medical wing of Raj Yoga Education and Research Foundation. Dr. Parab has been practicing and teaching Raj Yoga meditation since the last 26 years. He is a recipient of several awards, of which is the Maharashtra state level Mahatma Gandhi De-Addiction Award, which is from the government of Maharashtra for giving his services in the field of de-addiction. Brother, I would like to welcome you to the session today. Thank you so much for coming. Over to you and Om Shanti.
Om Shanti and good morning to everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm given the topic, My Fortune in My Hands. Since I have 30 minutes to speak, followed by 5 minutes of meditation and then question answer, I will be very brief. This is a age-old questions and the most commonly asked questions to all the spiritual practitioners. Even when we conduct the Raj Yoga meditation camp, people ask this question to us. Which is more important? Is it the fortune or my actions? In Hindi, they say karma or bhagya. So why this question, first of all? You must understand why this question comes in the mind of people, which is more important. That we must understand, because we see around us that some people, without any efforts, it seems that they get everything, or minimal efforts, they get many things. So we say that this chap is very lucky, है ना, इसका भाग्य अच्छा है और नसीब अच्छा है, that's why he is getting all these things. Or in English there is a saying, they say golden spoon in the mouth. ये जन्म से ही सोने के चम्मच में खा रहा है. So it is his bhagya. This is one thing which makes us think that fortune is very important. And on the other side, we are saying that there are many people who put on so many efforts. They do their best, but still they do not taste that success which others are getting. So people say कि इसके भाग्य में नहीं है, ये मेहनत बहुत करता है, but इसके भाग्य में नहीं है. So this thought comes from such experiences of life. And even the book on Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavad Gita, in 4th chapter, there is 17th verse, and it says that Gahana Karmano Gati. Karma ki gati gahan hai. We cannot understand it. Why some people are born with golden spoon in mouth, and why some people do not get success. And so many questions are there. So I'm coming straight away to the solution, that as per spirituality, karma and bhagya, or action and fortune, they are two sides of the same coin. Now it is very difficult to accept at this stage how they are two sides of the same coin. It is the karma which leads to the fortune, and if your fortune is good, you will do good karmas. So both of them feed to each other. It's like when you go into the bank, you have to withdraw something from the lockers. Then you have a key with you, but there is a second key which is with the banker. So unless you apply both the keys, that lock will not open. So karma is under our control, but there are certain invisible factors which we are not able to find out, which play a role in our fortune. So both these factors, if they work together, then you get good success. So karma and fortune both should be there to get that success in life. Some people, they say ki if bhagya is already written, if fortune is already written, what is the point in doing the actions? This is also one more philosophy. They say it is already written. Everything is already written. And if it is already written, what is the point of doing the karma? Because if it is in my fortune, it will come automatically. And the answer given here is, when someone asks me, भाग्य पहले से ही लिखा जा चुका है, तो कर्म करने से क्या फायदा? तो मैं कहता हूँ, हो सकता है कि आपके भाग्य में लिखा हो कि कर्म करने से ही मिलेगा. So we have a choice कि हम किसको क्रेडिट दे, कर्म को दे या फॉर्चून को दे. And Bhagavad Gita talks about Nishkam karma. Nishkam karma is selfless action. Now, how far this is applicable in today's materialistic world or corporal world, corporate world? That is a question you have to answer. Abhi hota kya hai? So for some people, they do lot of efforts, but उनके साथ हमेशा बुरा होता है. And there are people who are not doing good actions, but they are always, something good happens with them. So people feel that it is injustice. It is injustice with them because even after doing so many good efforts, I'm not getting success. And there are some people who, in spite of doing negative actions, they are getting success. So is it not injustice? So these questions comes to the mind. Now this discussion and debate can go on. People ask so many questions. I will share my story. What I have learned from my life. I am from Mumbai, the Bollywood capital of India. I am born and brought up from a slum area of Mumbai. Slum area. There were no toilets at our home. I have to go out. My parents are not educated. 6 of our family members were staying in a small 100 square feet room. And I was promoted in 11th standard because my English was poor. I have studied in vernacular language. And you can understand the environment in slum area, totally negative environment. And I was born and brought up in a riot-prone area. So it was very difficult for me to come out of it. So I had a challenge. And on top of that, my parents wanted me to become a doctor. So they put me in science. And in 11th standard, I got, out of 100 marks, I got 34 marks in English. Now, the reason for getting 34 marks was my English was really very poor. So passing marks in Maharashtra is 35 and my marks were 34. But my teachers gave me 1 grace mark and I was pushed in 12th standard. And I was told that if you want admission in MBBS in those days, it is in 88, 89, the percentage required was 90%. I am from the open category. Now, where to bring this 90%? I just merely managed to clear my 11th standard. But I had no other option to put on efforts. I could not afford the coaching classes. So I had to get a dictionary. First, I have to understand the subject. So I got a dictionary from Marathi to English. Marathi is my mother tongue. And I started studying every word. What does it mean in Marathi and what does it mean in English? And I used to study for 2 hours. Even after studying for 2 to 3 hours, it was difficult for me to remember and understand the subjects. So I stretched myself from 2 to 3 hours to 4 hours to 5 hours and 6 hours. And after studying for 6 hours per day, I started understanding the subject. And while studying, my friends from the slum area of Mumbai, they used to come to me and they asked me, क्या सचिन पढ़ाई कर रहा है? चल घूमेंगे फिरेंगे और ऐश करेंगे और क्या? These are the external influencing factors. I resisted all the temptation. I focus on the study, and in 12th standard, I got 91% mark and I got admission in MBBS. After getting admission in MBBS, I started studying, putting on more efforts. But again, something happened with me which should not happen with anyone. I taught all the students, you can ask my classmates, I was very good at study. I taught everyone how to study medicine, surgery, anatomy, physiology, and all those things. But in the final MBBS, when the result came, I was failed in 2 subjects, medicine and surgery. When my subjects were very good, the person who copied from me, he passed with very good marks, but I am failed. Now, this was a shock to me and entire college, how Dr. Sachin has failed. He was a brilliant student. So my obvious reaction was to apply for revaluation, rechecking of paper. So I applied to the University of Mumbai, please check my papers. And the university said, every student thinks that they are passed, but you have failed with very big difference. You go and study again, because I was failed in 2 subjects, medicine and surgery. So I was sad because I was very good in all this paper. I finished my paper before time. And I was highest in the practical exam. In MBBS, the passing marks are 50%. I passed with an external examiner who said that today I am going to fail 50 students. And I passed with such a difficult examiner. My paper was finished before time and still I was failed. So I had no option but to start studying again. And what happened? After 5 months, my results of revaluation came and the university tells me that, sir, we are sorry, your paper was not checked properly. You have passed with very good marks. So I am passed again after 5 months, but I lost 6 months of my life because of a mistake of an examiner. And because of that, I missed my posting and everything. I was 6 months behind my colleagues. Whom should we blame? So that time I did not understood the meaning of this. And I was really frustrated and sad because I never believed in God. Before coming to Brahmakumaris, I was a Nastik. I never believed in God. My dream was to go America and settle there, to earn money. That was my goal, which is very natural for most of us. We want to earn money and settle in life. I wanted to settle in America. But during my internship, I got this knowledge of Brahmakumaris. And our native place is near Goa. So we are pakka non-veg eaters. So I have eaten non-veg right from my childhood. And I never believed in God. In fact, I was against the God because of so many things happened in my life. But when I went to Brahmakumaris at the international headquarters, Mount Abu, Rajasthan, something happened to me when I saw the international headquarters, that is Pandav Bhavan. I started remembering the things, that this building, this statue. I started remembering when I visited there for the first time. I was not knowing what is happening to me, but this is known as deja vu phenomena. If you have heard this word, deja vu means a phenomena of familiarity, that you have been here for multiple times. And I did not realize what happened. There only I decided that I will not go for higher education. I canceled my America trip and I decided to give my entire life to Brahmakumaris. And now it is 28 years. I am full-time into Brahmakumaris. I am bachelor and dedicated. I don't know how this happened. Something moved within me. And now, currently, I am just sharing with you. I have not done MD. I was getting MD, but I refused MD. I said, I'm not interested. I will study spirituality. But now, when I was with pharma industry, I have worked in corporate for quite some time as a medical advisor. I have worked in Johnson & Johnson, Zydus Cadila, and all those companies as a senior medical advisor. But with God's grace, we say Shiv Baba's grace, there were MD doctors working under me. There were MD doctors working under me. Recently, there was G20 conference in Delhi. I have represented Brahmakumaris in G20 conferences. I have trained 21,000 people across India who are giving their services in the field of de-addiction. I have now 12 degrees apart from MBBS. I have master, triple master. I am MBA in management. And I am a project director of one international project known as Global Initiative of Tobacco Awareness. And this project has reached 180 countries of the world. Why I am sharing you all of these things is I had a choice to blame my fortune, that I am born in a poor family, my parents are not educated, I am promoted in 11th standard, failed in MBBS. I could have blamed my fortune. This is one aspect. And second, taking the reins in your hand and doing things under your control. What was under my control? To put on hard work, to improve my skills, to improve my English, which was very poor. And I work on those, my weaknesses. I improved my relationships. You all know corporate what happens. So with those hard work, I put on. Now, even Sanskrit was a challenge to me, but I had that inner feeling. My life changed because of Bhagavad Gita. I started studying Bhagavad Gita when I failed in MBBS. That time I got the Bhagavad Gita and it changed my perception. But Sanskrit was a big challenge. But now I remember around 200 shlokas of Sanskrit, of Bhagavad Gita. So why I'm sharing with you, we all have a choice. We all have a choice. My slogan about karma and fortune is this. They say in Hindi, अगर आपके साथ अच्छा हो रहा है तो समझो कि आपके अच्छे कर्मों का फल मिल रहा है आपको. लेकिन अगर आपके साथ अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है तो आपको ये समझना चाहिए कि अच्छे कर्म करने का समय अभी आ गया है, क्योंकि आपका जो जमा था बैलेंस वो कम हो रहा है. So this is what I feel about karma and fortune. Most of the people in the world, they also believe in purushartha, means action, कि हमको action के ऊपर focus करना चाहिए. In stress management also, we always say कि there will be always two factors. One factor not under your control. I'll just share one of my experience with the corporate, because you are from corporate, so that you can connect with this. I was working in a multinational American company, but unfortunately my boss was very short-tempered. So he used to insult us like anything. In front of everyone, he used to insult. So I was young in those days, so I tolerated for a few times, but once I lost my control. And my biodata was very good, so I said nothing doing. I put down my papers. I gave my resignation. And my boss told me, Sachin, you are giving a knee-jerk reaction. But I was so furious. I said, thank you very much, sir. I'm not interested. And since my biodata was very good, I got a job in new company. But after going to the new company, I realized that my first boss was very nice. My earlier boss was very good because the second boss was one step ahead of the first boss. So the message which I got was, changing company doesn't solve the problem. You have to change yourself first. See, in the corporate, in our industry, what matters is the bottom line. Either you perform or you quit. There is nothing in between, because business is important and everyone has their pressure. And the commonest method they use in our industry is transfer your stress to others. So that was the rule of the game. But my tolerance power was very less. I must accept it. My tolerance was very less. And then I learned that I have to raise my bar of tolerance. So this is my experience of working in the corporate. When I joined the Johnson & Johnson company, it's one of the top 3 companies of the world, Johnson & Johnson. In pharma industry, there are 3 companies who are competitors like Glaxo, then Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson. These are the 3 companies. I was in this company, Johnson & Johnson, and the HR manager is telling me, sir, the position in which you are going, it is really tough. So far, people have not stayed there for more than 3 months. So I said, why you are telling me now? Well, you prepare yourself so that you can handle the pressure. And in fact, that situation was very tough. It was a pressure cooker job. Mana, the job was for 8 hours, but I used to think about 24 hours. Even in dreams, we used to get the targets and deadlines. And it was affecting us. But what I realized, that the more meditation you do, the more you develop your skills, you can improve your skills and you can be more effective. So overall, I would like to share with you that my thought on this subject is karma and fortune. I believe that they are the 2 sides of the same coin. We have to put more efforts on the karma. After doing your action, then you leave it for the bhagya to take its over. But karma first, and then you leave it to the bhagya or the fortune to take over. Just like I'm sharing with you, I tried my best. I studied medicine and surgery. I taught my colleagues. But I did my best. But in spite of that, I failed in MBBS. So karma was under my control, but the outcome was not under my control. The fortune was not under my control. But this is where people quit. I have not quit. I accepted that fortune which was given to me at that moment. And I started working again. And this is what Bhagavad Gita says in the 47th verse of 2nd chapter. Karmanyavadhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana ma phala karma hetu bhurma माते संगस्त्व कर्मानि. माना आपके हाथ में केवल कर्म है, उसका फल नहीं है. जैसे पढ़ाई करना मेरे हाथ में था, लेकिन उसका रिजल्ट मेरे हाथ में नहीं था, because there was other factors which were involved. The examiner who checked my paper was not doing his duty properly. Because of his mistake, I lost 5 months of my life. So मेरे हाथ में कर्म है, उसका फल नहीं है. But still, even after getting result, I was sad. But I did not thought like today's children, they commit suicide. I said, I'll fight back. I accept whatever has happened. I work again on myself. And my theory was proper. Again, I started studying, but I got result after 6 months, 5-6 months, and I was passed again. So if you ask me between karma and fortune, I will say that we have to do things under our control. The best you can do. Jaise abhi I am a doctor. If a patient comes to me, I don't say as a doctor, तुम्हारे भाग्य में होगा तो तुम ठीक हो जाओगे. मैं ऐसे बोल के छोड़ता नहीं हूँ, तुम्हारे भाग्य में होगा तो तुम ठीक होगे, नहीं तो तुम मर जाओगे। हम ऐसे नहीं बोलते हैं। We do our best to treat the patient. But this is again my experience. I work in ICU for 2 years where emergency cases come. We have seen in heart attack cases, there is something known as anterior wall MI. माना heart का आगे का हिस्सा मरता है. And there is posterior wall MI and interceptal MI. So anterior wall is very dangerous because the major area of the heart dies. So the chances of people with anterior wall MI surviving is very less. But what we have seen in our life, there are so-called people with minimal heart attack, they die. And people with very severe heart attack, they survive. We don't know the dynamics, what is happening. But still, what I'm saying is, as a doctor, my duty is to save. Even if the patient is declared dead, we try our best. I have written this experience in one of my book. The area where I was saying, one girl committed suicide. She hung herself to the fan. And I was doing my internship. My mother came, shouted, कि सचिन जल्दी आ, वो बहन ने फैन से लटका लिया. I came out. She hung herself in the fan. The door was locked and someone broke the door. I entered and I tried to rescue her and people stopped me. अरे नहीं, हाथ नहीं लगाओ, ये पुलिस केस है. मैंने कहा चुप रहो, मुझे मदद करना है. सो जैसे ही मैंने उसको नीचे से पकड़ा, दूसरे लोग आए, उन्होंने साड़ी को खोला, उसको नीचे लाया. And then I checked her pulse, carotid pulse and pupils. Pupils were dilated and fixed. It means she was dead. तो मैंने कहा वो मर चुकी है. And then my mother said, तेरे को बोला था हाथ मत लगाओ, अभी पुलिस आएगी, तेरे को पूछेगी. So people have fear and inhibitions about such cases. But then I was following my gut instinct. मैंने उसको सुलाया. My sister-in-law, she is a nurse. मैंने उनको कहा भाभी आप यहाँ पे उसका पल्स चेक करो, मैं कार्डियक मसाज देना चालू करता हूँ. So I started giving cardiac massage. She was dead already. We don't know how much time passed. I started giving cardiac massage 10, 20, 30, 40. और सब लोग देख रहे हैं because I was on my half pant and banyan. I was a नौ सीखा डॉक्टर, दे कॉल इट इंटर्नशिप. ये अभी तक डॉक्टर बना नहीं है, ये पढ़ाई पढ़ रहा है और ये क्या कर रहा है. बट माई गट फीलिंग्स वेर पुशिंग मी. एंड 60-70 हुआ, मैं फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गया क्योंकि कुछ हो नहीं रहा था और सब लोग देख रहे थे ये क्या कर रहा है. तो इन फ्रस्ट्रेशन व्हाट आई डिड, आई प्रेस्ड हर चेस्ट फोर्सफुली. और क्या हुआ, जैसे मैंने जोर से दबाया तो उसका एक रिब था लेफ्ट साइड का, वो टूट गया और आवाज आया कट करके. और जैसे वो आवाज आया सभी लोगों ने कहा इसने तोड़ दिया इसकी रिब्स को, हड्डी को. बिकॉज शी वॉज अ वेरी स्लिम गर्ल और उसकी हड्डियां कमजोर थी. तो जैसे ही उसकी हड्डी टूट गई, सभी ने आवाज सुना कि हड्डी टूट गई करके इधर चेस्ट की. लेकिन हुआ क्या, जैसे उसका वो रीप का हड्डी टूट गया, वो अंदर हार्ट के ऊपर जाके उसने धक्का दिया. इट पुश द हार्ट एंड विद दैट पुशिंग ऑफ द हार्ट स्टार्टेड बीटिंग अगेन. और माय सिस्टर इन लॉ सेड कि सचिन पल्स वापस आ गया. सो आई वाज हैप्पी. शी केम बैक अगेन. हमने उसको ऑटो रिक्शा में डाला, घाटकोपर लेके गए. घाटकोपर इन मुंबई इज अ राजावाड़ी हॉस्पिटल. पुलिस केस हुआ, पुलिस ने मेरा स्टेटमेंट लिया और शी वॉज इन डिप्रेशन और उसकी शादी नहीं हो रही थी, इसलिए उसने सुसाइड कर लिया था. तो उसमें से वो वापस आई, ठीक हो गई, उसने माफी मांगा. उसके बाद उसकी शादी हुई और आज उसके बच्चे भी है. शी इज लिविंग अ पीसफुल लाइफ. मैं ये आपके साथ क्यों शेयर कर रहा हूँ कि एज ए डॉक्टर हमारे पास ऑप्शन होता है. मर गए, छोड़ दो, अभी क्या करना है. मैंने छोड़ा नहीं, हमने हार नहीं माना. मैंने मेरे कंट्रोल में था वो किया. मेरे कंट्रोल में क्या था, उसको कार्डियक मसाज देना and trying my best to revive her. She got revived. And this is our experience of life. So what I feel, we have a choice every moment, whether to give credit to the fortune or do things under control. My entire life, I have realized that doing things under control not only reduces our strength, but gives us satisfaction. और यही भगवत गीता कहती है कि कर्म आपके हाथ में, फल नहीं है. और कर्म को एंजॉय करो। कई लोग बोलते मुझे क्या मिलेगा, आज के जमाने के थे, मैं ये सब करने को तैयार, मुझे मिलेगा क्या वो बताओ। ये मिलेगा आगे की बात है, लेकिन अभी जो आप कर रहे हैं ना उसको एंजॉय करो, खुशी के साथ कर्म करो। कई लोग कहते कर्म के बाद खुशी मिलती है, मैं कहता हूँ रॉन्ग। कर्म करने में ही खुशी है, कर्म के बाद वो आगे का इफेक्ट जब आएगा तब आएगा, लेकिन कर्म को आप एंजॉय करो तो आप थकेंगे नहीं। जैसे मैं पूरे भारत में घूम रहा हूँ, इस समय मैं पश्चिम बंगाल में हूँ, वेस्ट बंगाल, कुछ बिहार बांग्लादेश बॉर्डर को लग के हूँ मैं यहाँ पे। मेरा इधर सेशन है एडिक्शन के ऊपर। मुझे पता है कि नशा लोग छोड़ते नहीं है, नशा छोड़ना, अल्कोहल, ड्रग्स बहुत टफ है, लेकिन मैं गिव अप नहीं करता हूं। मैं जहां जाता हूं मुझे 100 में से एक व्यक्ति मिलता है या 500 में से एक है जो नशा छोड़ता है। उस एक बंदे के लिए मैं घूमता रहता हूं, क्योंकि मुझे उसका सेटिस्फैक्शन है। सो दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव लर्न फ्रॉम माय लाइफ, दैट कर्मा इज एवरीथिंग विद गुड इंटेंशन। आप अपना कर्म करो और फल को छोड़ दो। कॉर्पोरेट के हिसाब से अगर आप मुझे पूछो तो कई लोग कहते हैं हम बहुत मेहनत करते हैं लेकिन हमको प्रमोशन नहीं मिलता, किसी और को मिलता है। तो वो भी हमको सीखना चाहिए। इट इज नॉट ओनली व्हाट यू डू, वी से हार्ड वर्क नहीं, स्मार्ट वर्क करना। आपके रिलेशनशिप भी अच्छे चाहिए। दिस लेसन आई हैव लर्न हार्ड वे। मैं क्या था, मैं सोचता था कि मैं सच हूं तो मुझे किसी को मस्का लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है। मैं मस्का लगाने की बात नहीं कर रहा, मैं ये कह रहा हूं योर रिलेशनशिप हैज टू बी वेरी गुड। यू शुड बी अ टीम प्लेयर एंड आई वॉज नॉट अ टीम प्लेयर। मैं इंडिविजुअल चलता था, वो मेरी गलती थी। एंड देन आई रियलाइज दैट आई मस्ट टेक एवरीवन विथ मी। सो आप कर्म भी करो और आपके रिलेशनशिप भी अच्छे होने चाहिए, देन यू विल गो अप द लैडर। दैट्स व्हाट आई फील। सो कर्म और फॉर्चून के बारे में दिस इज माय थोड़े विचार मैंने बताए हैं। हम थोड़ा देर के लिए मेडिटेशन करेंगे इसके ऊपर। ओके, विल सिट इन साइलेंस, सिट कंफर्टेबली wherever you are. Allow your body to relax. Don't force yourself, allow yourself to relax. Feel the tension in the muscles of your physical body from head to the toe. Feel the tension and release the tension. Relax. Relax. Let go. Your entire body is going in a state of deep relaxation. Both the lower limbs, upper limbs are relaxing. Your chest and abdomen is also relaxing. Relax. With every breath, you are going in deeper and deeper stages of relaxation. Your facial muscles are also relaxing. Relax. From head to the toe, your entire body is in a state of deep relaxation. Relax. Now focus your entire attention on the center of your forehead and visualize a brilliant white star shining in the center of forehead. And you are this brilliant star. You are the master of this body. This body is under your direct control. You are a peaceful being of light. Visualize you are receiving a blue color light from the sky, from the ocean of peace. And as this light entering your physical body, it is opening all the blockages. Every cell of your body is getting purified. You are feeling very light and peaceful. शांत और रिलैक्स। अपने आप से बात करेंगे, Look at your entire life from childhood to now. See your school life, college life, university life, family life, and corporate life. And see how many situations of your life you have received easy success, and how many situations of life you have earned it a very hard way, and how many situations you have not received what you want. And check what was the factor which was affecting it, the outcome. Is it my actions or is it my fortune? Ask yourself question, am I happy with my current life? Or am I blaming it to my fortune? I realize that it is my actions which create my fortune. Out of the two, under my control is my action. So I'll put on my entire efforts to improve the quality of my actions. And I have to enjoy every act. Every act, if I enjoy, that itself is a success. I do my best in every situation, and the rest I leave to the fortune. I'm feeling very light and peaceful now. I'm totally relaxed and peaceful. Slowly open your eyes, become aware of your surrounding. Put your feet on the ground, feel the chair in which you are sitting, and come back to the present moment. Om Shanti. Thank you very much. Any questions you can ask me?
Om Shanti, Dr. Sir.
Om Shanti Pramod Wadhwaji, bolo.
Your story has inspired us too much, means the things happening with all of us. And the story is right, inspired all the things. Thanks to you and learning for us. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Any other sharing or questions? If you are smiling now, that is a good karma. That will create a good fortune. You know that? When you smile, there is a full form of smile. You know that? Smile ka full form pata hai aapko? Smile is start my internal love engine. There is a love engine inside us. When you smile, that engine gets activated and you feel good. This is a good karma. It will create a good fortune. सिर्फ एक जगह पे स्माइल नहीं करना चाहिए. जब आपका बॉस गुस्से में हो या और कोई गुस्से में हो, तब गंभीर रहना चाहिए. Lots of thought come while meditating. Okay, Sukant Rath has said that बहुत सारे विचार आते हैं मेडिटेशन करते वक्त. It's a good sign. Don't be afraid of these thoughts. It's a good sign that you are diagnosing the disease. This is the first stage. ट्रीटमेंट के पहले डायग्नोस करना होता है ना. पहले तो पता ही नहीं था, इतने विचार थे. अभी पता चल रहा है ना. धीरे धीरे वो कम होते जाएंगे. When you start, you learn. There is one mantra I give it to all the corporate. That mantra is Om Ignoraya Namah. Have you heard this? Om Ignoraya Namah. When these thoughts come, ignore them. जैसे आपके घर में गेस्ट आए हैं, आपने ध्यान नहीं दिया तो वो चले जाएंगे. So use this mantra, Om Ignoraya Namah. So these thoughts will vanish. Don't give energy to them. I think the time is over. 10:41.
There are still 4 minutes left.
Acha, 4 minutes hai. I was not knowing that.
So it's still
Acha.
10:45.
Okay.
So if anybody has any other question, we can
Yes,
take it.
yes. There is a question from Govind ji. Govind Baranwal has asked, what is the relationship between our current life and last life? Okay, I'll answer the Govind ji. The relationship between current life and last life is this, that you are thinking and asking this question. You are thinking and you are attending this session and you are getting outcome. There is a definite relationship. Like I was born in a slum area of Mumbai and not even having any smell of Sanskrit language. But now I remember 200 verses of Bhagavad Gita. This is past birth. This is not this birth. It is not possible for me to learn Sanskrit, but something pulled me. So there are certain sanskars which we carry forward. आप accounts में भी कहते हैं ना, carry forward हो जाता है. So we carry forward, all of us. Only thing is that some people remember it, some people do not remember it. So there is a relationships. If you believe in rebirth, there are studies available. There are 300 studies available about this. I would suggest you 2 books written by a psychiatrist of America, Dr. Brian Weiss. He was a psychiatrist who never believed in rebirth. But what he used to do, he used to regress the patient. Regress means taking them back. And he has done many studies to show that people have died in last births. They have revealed so many things and he checked it and it was found to be true. The 2 books are Many Lives, Many Masters. Many Lives and Many Masters by Dr. Brian Weiss. And Only Love is Real. These are international bestseller book on the New York Times best list. They will answer your question, what is the relationship between current life and past life? Dr. Brian Weiss, Many Lives and Many Masters. They answer most of our question, and this is written by a scientist, a MD psychiatrist from America, who never believed in the existence of soul. So people are changing now. First, I would like to congratulate all of you. It is your fortune that you have taken time to attend such session. This is also your fortune, because people are occupied with so many things. और आप लोगों ने ये डिसीजन लिया कि ऐसे सेशंस हमको चाहिए जिससे हमको लाइफ में क्लैरिटी मिले. सी क्लैरिटी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. क्लैरिटी से हमारे एक्शंस अच्छे होते हैं. वी टेक राइट डिसीजंस. So clarity is very important as you go up the ladder, that your decisions become correct and you don't repent कि मुझे ये तो नहीं करना चाहिए था या ये क्यों किया. ये सब clarity से आता है. Clarity spirituality से आती है. So I congratulate all those people who organize this lecture, who attend this lecture, who do follow up and practice. They all are fortunate beings. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for your kind words and your time for coming today and taking the session. I would also thank everybody else for attending the session today. Let us meet next week in the second series of My Fortune in My Hands. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, brother. And Om Shanti.